no. All right, tell me this wonderful story some more.
Well, I'm saying that a lot of people.
Oh, so what's the top comment? What's the top comment?
So anyways, so I'm gonna read the rest of it.
Oh, there's more.
This
Okay.
resulted in a huge argument between us both, and she kept telling me that I'm her sister, and I should be okay with anything she'd wear. I don't think that she has an issue with the tux. I think she has, like, I guess she doesn't want her sister to, I would assume, be the target of cruel people. You know?
Right.
Would make it a point to confront the sister about the choice of dress. I don't think she's intentionally trying to be, you know, traditionalist, I would say. Should be okay with anything she wear, and that the wedding shouldn't just be about bride and groom. What a wedding is, though. That's why there's so many fucking stories about people being like, my mother-in-law tried to wear white to my wedding, and my mother-in-law tried to dictate my wedding to her son. You know, it's like, it's not about the mother-in-law, it's clearly about the bride and groom. Because are you getting married to them? It's like, what do you mean it shouldn't just be about the bride and groom?
Yeah, for real, are you getting fucked on the honeymoon?
Well, no, it's like, I hate when people are like, oh my god, I can't believe the wedding is about the bride and groom.
Oh no, I turned to mush. Or did I? Anyway.
You know, like, it's their wedding, of course it's gonna be about them. Yeah. Why wouldn't it be?
What the fuck is that?
I don't understand that. She eventually left and has been ignoring me, and the word got around to my parents. See, I always have a...
Like, and the parents are mad, I guess.
Yeah, the parents want, my mom said that I should just let her wear the tux to my wedding, it's no big deal. And I'm curious, so some details are getting mixed here. What does the suit look like? What is the color scheme for the guest? Is it a black tie, like, formal wedding? Is it, they can, like, it's like super formal, like fancy dress? Like, what is the attire, what is the wedding attire? Like, what is the tux in? Cause I'm assuming it's black and white.
Oh, I'm about to get fucked.
That should just let her wear tux my wedding, it's no big deal, and it's harsh that straight up not allow her to show up. My fiance agrees with me, but now my sister and mom are pissed at me. Yeah. So, top comment, it says, info. There are going to be people at your wedding who actually would confront your guests. I don't think she said that, though. I think that her sister would start an argument, is what she said. They're wearing and start an argument with people, and you think your sister, not the people who would start a fight at your wedding, is the problem. If I got that right, edit, clearly you're the asshole. Thing is, some people are like, my fiance is a Christ tradition, I'd rather not have my sister argue with anyone at the wedding. On mobile, so it's quite hard to exact OP, but does right out say that. Yeah, it seems like OP is concerned about the wrong people in this situation.
Yeah. Okay, so they're thinking that she's the asshole. Okay. No, I mean, I imagine that would be the consensus because we're obviously in that age now where it's like, no man, let people dress how they want, you know.
Well, I think the thing is like, I mean, I kind of thought when I read tux that it might mean upstaging the groom, so like maybe a regular suit, not a tux, would be more appropriate. But then came the bit about the in-laws, of course. I agree with the part about a tux not being appropriate wear for a guest at a wedding that isn't formal. In many cases, even the groom and groomsmen are only wearing suits. It would be like someone coming to a non-formal wedding in a ball gown, when everyone else is in normal dresses, pants, etc. So if the sister's goal was in fact to gain attention, that is an asshole motivation at someone else's wedding. Shouldn't mean being uninvited, but I could see that OP would be annoyed.
I'm about to die. Yup.
But if OP's issue is more about the in-laws' reaction as traditionalists than their sister trying to get attention, then it is asshole motivation. Yeah, tuxedo at that, not just pants. She's still going to be fancy AF. Because some people are like, oh my god, she's mad at her wearing pants. No, it's a tuxedo. And the groomsmen are wearing a tuxedo. That's obviously an attention grabber.
Stand to water.
Everyone thinks a bride isn't embarrassed by her gay sister. Raise your hand. I see 0 hands. The big picture is OP is hiding her true feelings. I don't think so.
What do they think their OP's true feelings are?
Well, they think that OP is homophobic, and that but I don't. It's not.
Oh yeah, I might have to do that.
Yeah.
Anyway, tell me more of the story.
I don't know. Some people are they're thinking she's homophobic, and I can see that. But she didn't have an issue where she's like, oh my god, she's wearing pants. She's like, you're wearing a tuxedo.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't, there wasn't, like, it being like, oh my god, you know, whatever. So some people are fixing that. This is a comment that I like, where it says, info, is the issue because it's too formal because it's a barn wedding, or is it the issue that she is a woman wearing a tux that would offend the traditional family members? If it's the first, you aren't. If it's the second, you are. And someone said, yeah, there's a lot of info missing.
Yeah.
Are there a huge group of society that adheres to strict dress codes in barn? Maybe OP is married to a family of health and safety inspectors and will be wearing steel-capped boots. Great sarcasm, my guy. The person replying to that person goes, wearing a tuxedo to an outdoor daytime burlap mason jar barn wedding would be tacky unless the invitation specifics black tie, which is what I was saying earlier. There's info missing on the formal attire. What is the attire set for this wedding?
Yeah.
There's a lot of information because there's a reason why the tux would stand out.
Yeah, I mean,
and I feel like people who are calling her the asshole are not asking those questions. They're like, oh my god, she's homophobic. And it's like, but she doesn't have a problem with her wearing pants.
To your chest, let's go!
Not that I can see.
Yeah.
So wearing a tuxedo in the daytime looks ridiculous, like you're a teenager having their prom photos taken. It's evening wear.
Yeah.
Someone said that wearing a tuxedo in outdoor daytime and burlap mason jar barn wedding would be tacky unless the invite specifically specifies black tie, in which case the whole wedding would be tacky. But that's not why OP is making a stink about this though, rest assured. Yeah, okay, I might dig a tux in a non-traditional color like brown or dusty rose, or something for daytime. She can make a fashion statement at an event that calls for at her own wedding. Wearing something that the bride isn't comfortable with risks of grandstanding.
Yeah.
Yes, we need to know why she doesn't want her to wear a tux before proper judgment is made.
Well, so either way, I mean, we're not getting a lot of...
I'm
So
confused.
you would... So, question. Are we still... Just to wrap this up, I mean, are we still stuck on this dichotomy that the last commenter kind of brought up, which was that we don't know necessarily where her motivations are?
So, there's two comments that kind of sum up my thing. Where it says, agreed, who the fuck wears a tuxedo to a barn and thinks it's appropriate, and if anything, this is a little silly. This is where I'm at. Also, the comment about the bride not being about the bride and groom kind of thing threw me off. I think an appropriate compromise would be the sister to wear a normal suit, which is more appropriate for a day wedding anyway, and I do have to wonder why she didn't lead with that from the beginning. If OP would be okay with that suit, then she's not the asshole. Because ultimately, I don't think she is. I don't think she's being homophobic. I think she's wondering why the fuck you're wearing a tux and not just a regular, like, burgundy suit.
Yeah.
Because you have to think about, there's also missing info. Because what's your attire? What are the what are the guests wearing? What are
you
your
mean like
brides
we didn't get a list for a dress code, you mean?
Yeah, there's no dress code in here. So there's a reason why the tuxedo would stick out. And why she wouldn't want her to wear the tuxedo if there's a certain dress code in mind that we don't have.
Right, sure. She's not following the community guidelines, is she?
Yeah, because I don't think it's about her wearing not wearing a dress. I think it has to do something with the dress code. That's just me. I don't know. What about you?
Oh, goodness. Well, I mean... Again, you know, and this is the thing now. Am I the Asshole has really just turned into... I think this subreddit needs to be kind of split up, kind of like how anti-work was. Because we need like, or that one other subreddit, the Off My Chest became how they got that second subreddit, True Off My Chest. Because this is something out of my jurisdiction, right? Like, I totally get it. And I feel like a lot of these statuses come up a lot now. on r/AITA because it'll mainly be about family and weddings now these days. I mean, you know, I completely agree. We need more information on dress code.